And we're live, everyone! Welcome to Mastering Music with Matthew, a Leap Bata Guitar Tricks number 6. Today, we're going to do a lesson in sliding on the guitar. So, when I'm talking about sliding, I'm referring to moving your left hand on the string after you strike it. Okay? So there's lots of ways to do sliding. Jennifer, you're going to be my lovely music student today, and we are going to talk about sliding.
Yay!
So, before we get into the slides, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your music real quickly?
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, I'm Jennifer, and I've been playing for a long time. And Matthew taught me saxophone a long time ago, and now he's teaching me guitar and voice. And we've been friends a long time. And yeah, I went to college for music, and I do classical and jazz, mostly classical though. But yeah.
Excellent. You know, Jennifer, you were just putting up some saxophone quartets, right? Tell everybody about that.
I did. I actually did. Alip made me excited about this because I had music for Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was going to do that with my students, and then the whole COVID thing happened. But I decided to play all 4 parts on my own with soprano and 2 altos, and I did the Barry part like an octave lower, and the tenor part was on soprano. But it came out really good, I think. And I learned how to do the videos where you put the 4 parts in the video. So I learned how to video edit it. So that was really cool. So, so it's fine. You guys should check it out. It was really fun.
Yes. Okay. So today we are learning about sliding, and this is going to be a guitar lesson. So this is for beginner guitar players. This is not for virtuosic professionals. This is not for people that are already doing covers on YouTube for the most part because they already know how to do slides. Okay. Slides is a basic technique, but you need to know this for Elite Bata if you're at all interested in learning about how to play like him. One of the things that you'll notice about Elite is that he will do these teeny, quick little slides, not unlike a blues player, right? So you think of the whole the whole Johnny Be Good thing, right? You take the 2 strings and you hit them behind the fret on the 4th fret, and then just slide that finger over the fret without striking them again.
Those two?
Just take on the 1st and 2nd string,
Oh.
say at the 4th fret, hit
Mm-hmm.
both strings, and then just rub your finger over the line. That's called a slide.
Wow, that's hard.
Try with one string at a time. Put your first finger on the 1st string, 4th fret, and then after you strike it once, just rub it forward while keeping pressing down.
Okay. Oops. Oh, there it is. Oh, I did it.
Excellent.
So now try 2.
Well, no, just get one a few times. You're good.
Oh, cool.
While Jennifer's practicing this technique, everybody grab your guitar. You can practice this technique at home too. You can have your coffee with me. I'm having my morning coffee right now.
Hi, guys.
Hello, everyone.
That's so cool. Sometimes I think I'm pressing the strings too hard. There we go.
So, when you press down with your left hand, what you want to do is you want to press kind of diagonally. As you're pressing down, just kind of move the forward motion of your hand forward. So it's like kind of like a like a 45 or like even a 30-degree angle close to the neck. You're just sliding into it with some pressure.
Okay. See, I'm plucking them. I'm gonna do the 1 again. I got the 1 down.
Now, put more pressure as you slide forward so that the volume does not decrease much, like this.
Oh, you know what?
Use that thumb and squeeze. Good.
Okay.
Use that thumb and squeeze.
So I can do one at a time. So I guess it's a good thing I'm a beginner.
That's right. Copy monocopy, everybody. Have your coffee with me.
Hi, guys. Well, I almost got it. Oh. Okay.
Try just hitting both like this.
Okay. Oops. See, I feel like I'm...
You're not pressing hard enough, dear. You
Oh,
gotta
okay.
squeeze with that thumb. Like left hand, look, this is where your power comes from. Squeeze with this gigantic thumb, make a vice grip. And as you press down on the strings, then you can just, you can just, You gotta put some thrust into it. That's a good word. Thrust.
Yeah.
Gotta put some thrust into it.
Ooh.
You're good, you're good.
The first one's playing. I think it's the bottom part of my finger that's not strong enough. What if I do this? I can use 2 fingers. That's cheating.
Okay. Now, let me show you something a little easier. Okay? Okay? Let's go to a fat string. Okay? And let's try a downward slide. This is something that you'll use a lot, especially if you're playing bass guitar, but it doesn't even have to be for bass guitar. Like you'll notice if you watch me performing, I'm going to be doing a lot of performing live streams, especially coming up soon. I'm getting sets prepared for them. Posts will be coming out announcing them. Haven't scheduled them quite yet, but they're coming. Um, Sliding down, it's a really good transition, especially like if you're going into the one, one, right? Right? So you just kind of pick your note and then just bring your hand down as you.
Ooh, that's
So
cool.
start way up here by the sound hole.
Oh, like.
Yeah, start up there. Not like just as far as you can get comfortably. Don't like go to where you're arched.
Yeah.
But wherever you're comfortable, strike it and then slide down.
Oh, that's cool.
No, go the other direction.
Oh, the other direction.
No, go, yeah. Bring that pitch down like a slide whistle.
Ah! That's so cool. It's like that.
If you're just new joining the stream, everybody, grab your guitar. I'm teaching you all here together. You can put questions in the chat. I will do my best to answer your questions. We're going to do this stream for maybe an hour at the most. So go ahead and get your questions out now so I have time to answer them. This is all about sliding. It's a very simple topic, so we can go pretty in depth with it if you guys want. Just make sure you know, make sure I know what you guys want to know. So as Jennifer's practicing that, go ahead and practice that. You know, like I said, just grab your guitar, pick a fret up on the neck, strike it, and then just while you keep pressing hard, and I mean you got to keep pressing just as hard as if you weren't moving, or maybe even a little harder, and then you got to keep a little bit of pressure on your thumb on the back of the neck as you slide back, just a little bit, so that you don't slip, and then you can control the speed of the slide, really, because you have your thumb on the back. Your thumb on the back gripping, that's kind of like almost like a brake, right? So you don't slide too fast. And if you lift off that thumb in the back a little bit, like take some of the pressure off, then you can slide a little faster. So you can even get used to adjusting your thumb pressure on the back for this too. Okay, everybody keep trying these downward slides.
It's
You can
hard.
try it. Let's try it on a high string now.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's like.
Uh huh.
Way down in Louisiana, down in New York. Sorry.
Yeah. We don't want to trigger. We don't want to trigger the great AI.
Oh yeah. True. Go, Johnny, go.
Okay. All right. That's enough.
I'm sorry. That's cool though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just to give you a little bit more of a thing here. One of the ways that Leap really uses slides is he'll a lot of times do these like really short little right. He'll like just almost slide into a note like you don't even realize was so fast, and it just gives it this little like, for lack of a better word, like a slippery kind of, like almost like a, not quite a glissando because of the frets, but it does provide sort of a gliding kind of a sound between pitches. It's very very legato. If fretted, you obviously doing this on a violin or something would be way cooler, or like a fretless bass, because then you could really get all the microtones through there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's
but
so
so
cool.
so if you want to, let's try this quick little leap slide, okay? So, watch me, Jennifer. We're going to go to a comfortable position, say around the 12th fret. The 12th fret is one of the most comfortable places to learn these techniques because it's right in the middle. So it's where the string is the most easily played, okay? So say you maybe started like the 11th or 10th fret. Pick any string you want and then just slide into that 12th fret. Yeah,
You hear it?
that's right.
It's almost like a grace note on the flute or something.
Now, Jennifer, you're getting it to go ba, and then when you get to the note, it's staccato. So
Oh.
here's what I want you to try to do. Watch this.
Oh, so it
See
should
how
be.
it's continuing.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Oops.
Keep that pressure on the finger. Your finger's letting go too soon.
Ah, it is. Almost.
Good job.
Thanks. It's so weird having so much trouble with something after being so good at other instruments, like you know, like but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun though. That's so cool.
Make sure you guys are doing this along. Grab your
Yeah.
guitar, slide it home.
Oh, look, I did it.
Yeah. Nice job, Jen.
Thank you. Oh,
And then
it's
you can
almost.
also do the same in reverse. So let's try sliding down from any string. You can still start around the 12th fret if you want. It's just a nice, easy place to grab most
Yeah.
guitars.
Oops. It's actually harder for me going down. Okay.
We can be competitive about it. We can be like, let's see how far we can slide. All right, so say starting at the 12th fret, see how far down the neck you can slide, like this. I made it all the way to the first fret, but it was really quiet.
Yeah. I'll make like two.
Right? And so the more pressure you put, and keep that pressure, like I say, in a diagonal direction. Gotta turn off the notification sound. Don't want it popping in our ears, do I? No. The silly phone can wait till later, of course. We're in an important stream right now, sir.
My phone's got the Kim Possible one. Da, 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 da.
Yes.
Oh, I
And
did
I'm
it!
going to practice talking in my evil Palpatine voice, whether you like it or not.
That's awesome. Luke, I am your father. I can't do
Use the
voices.
dark side of the Force to squeeze harder. Squeeze harder.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
So sliding, right? Let's try starting at the first fret and see how far we can slide up.
Oh. Oh, I got to there.
Oh, it's fun, right? It burns
Yeah,
your finger a little bit.
it does.
That'll help to build calluses, though.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love these strings on this guitar.
Give an example of a video clip. That's a cool idea, but I they just happen so fast. These little slides that there's, you know what I mean? It like to play a clip, it'd like be literally 2 seconds. Like it's just not. I thought about that. But there's no. You know what I mean? Like because like I was saying, the what we're learning about sliding. This is the big lesson. And okay, here's this technique you can do. That's it. I'm just showing you. Hey, you can put this in your bag of tricks, and maybe use it for something.
Hmm.
A leap. Like I said, this is a beginner lesson. Okay, this is we're not to the intermediate and advanced lessons yet.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a couple examples. I'll give examples, but I don't have any clips ready to go. I apologize for that. It's not happening today. So, like I said, think of that. Think of the Johnny Be Good intro, right? Jennifer, here, let me demonstrate, please. So, if if we look at the beginning of that Johnny Be Good intro,
So cool.
okay, so I'm starting off with like an arpeggio with a minor third,
Hmm.
and then I'm going into double slide, and then pick it again twice,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
second time you pick it 5 times. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. And it goes down the scale some way, whatever, and then it goes into whatever. Okay, so I'm just showing you. You just, you know what I mean? You just quickly slide into it. Don't you give that a
Hmm.
try? Just that one little fret.
On the fourth one.
Yeah, go from 4 to 5.
I could only do it if I do two fingers because my
Okay, start with 2 fingers, Jen. That's okay. You're just a beginner. You
yeah.
gotta, if you need to adapt the technique for now, just keep a mental note that ultimately you want to do it with 1 finger too.
I think that's the problem I had with the F chord was the two fingers.
Well, you're just starting, girl. You don't
Yeah, I
want
know.
to. Yeah. Everyone has trouble with the F chord. Everyone's like, F that chord at first. They are, but then eventually it becomes their friendliest, fun chord.
Oh,
It's
good.
like the F chord is just awesome. There's so much you can do with it.
Oh, it's working with the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the F chord down on piano, but guitar not so much.
Excellent. That's
I
some
better have it
water.
on piano since I teach piano.
Okay, so going on.
It's working.
Let's try that intro bass slide again. Right? That's just a cool way to start, right?
Which one are you starting on?
I'm just hitting the sixth string at whatever random fret up high. I'm sliding down, and then I'm going to an E5 chord at the second fret.
Oh, yeah, that I don't know, but that's okay. That's so cool.
Yeah, I showed you E minor. It's the
Oh,
same
that's right.
thing.
E minor, you did.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay, sorry.
No, you don't. Don't be sorry for that.
I think I might have. Do I remember E minor question? Oh, look at my finger. I might need to clean my strings. They got. I forgot E minor. I haven't. I was doing A minor. Yeah. Okay. Oops.
Night, Aiden.
Look at that. Look how far it went up.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is a quick callus builder. So if
Yeah.
your fingers get sore doing the sliding, okay, duh, you're rubbing your fingers over metal. That's
Yeah.
gonna make them a little sore. This is a quick start to rebuilding your calluses, and that's important to me right now. See, I'm in sort of a unique situation. I'll give you a little finger break. I was living in the motorhome, for a long time, and so my instruments were always put away, like put away, and so it was sort of a pain in the ass for me to get anything out, you know.
Yeah.
So I would, but I lost my calluses for the most part over that 6 months that I was living in the motorhome. So then I come in here and I get the internet connection. I was like, ooh, I want to start live streaming, immediately, right? And then I'm like, ooh, man, right now I can't play for more than 15 minutes without my fingers hurting like a little baby.
Yeah.
so
Oh my
so what
gosh.
do I do? I teach myself the same way I teach you. Oh, I'm being hard on myself. I'm beating myself up because I think that I'm supposed to be something that I'm not, right? I have to learn and grow and adapt just like everyone else. And
Yeah.
so, what would I tell my student? Rebuild your calluses over the next month and then do a live stream. So that's what I've been doing.
Hmm.
And in the process, arranging some new songs and making some new covers. I got a new cover out today. Shout out to Toe Hider. I covered Toe Hider's cover of Pearl Jam's Jeremy on the ukulele. So that's a fun one. I love doing weird covers, and especially on an instrument that you might not be expecting, like doing Pearl Jam on a ukulele. That's pretty cool.
So cool.
Yeah. So you guys make sure you check that out. It's brand new, hot on my channel. It's doing all right. Um, and so going back to the sliding here, anybody that's just fresh tuning in, we're just going to start over at the beginning, and this is a beginner lesson, like I say, with some banter and goofing off in the middle. So sliding is this technique where we take and we strike the guitar string, and then we move to a different fret after we struck it. Now, most of the time, we want to, continue the sustaining of the note. Most of the time, we don't want it to just die, like staccato. Sometimes we do. But most of the time, we want it to ring.
I'm just going.
Good.
I'm just going up all of them.
But you've got the downward pressure down, Jennifer. Work on the diagonal. Like,
Okay.
like, like, imagine your finger, like, don't hold it like this. Hold it like this. Hold your finger so that it's angled in the direction that you want to go, just a little bit. And then that way it makes it easier for you. Yeah.
Did you hear that? That's so cool. It's easier to practice out on this one.
Actually, I think I'm going to move this chat box up just a little bit so it's easier
Are
for
you?
people to read. No, you keep going. You keep going. I'm like, I'm like constantly adjusting the stream while we're doing stuff, fidgeting.
Hmm.
Oh, making this a little bigger, making this a little smaller.
You're fine.
There's a tip jar on there if anybody wants to throw some money in, or you can do super chats as well. If you find $1 worth of value, you can do that as well. Um, oh wait, that's right. I gotta wait for. Okay, okay. While Jennifer's practicing, I'll tell you guys, man. YouTube shut off my monetization yesterday because they sent me a card in the mail, right, with a code on it. They sent me a card in the mail with a code on it to confirm my address at a time when I was living in a motorhome and I didn't have an address. So I never got this card, and so they shut off my ads because I never put in a code to a card I'd never get that I didn't know that they ever sent me. And basically almost discriminating against someone that doesn't have an apartment because I just because I couldn't receive some card in the mail. They sent it to an expired address or something or whatever, and the post office didn't forward it, and so I just didn't get it. Isn't that fun? Gotta love that. So I gotta wait now several weeks to get my ads turned back on. But hey,
Yeah.
you guys get to enjoy ad-free content, so it's all
There you
good.
go.
I was only making $3 a day or something anyway. Serious, honest to God, so it's not that big a deal. It's just one of those things, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, all right, so let's try our bass slide.
Should
Yeah.
should should my finger be this dirty? Like, do I need to clean my strings or something?
If okay, what I would do to maintain your strings, Jennifer, is take a dry washcloth, an old sock, an old t-shirt, something rag that's garbage, and keep it and use it to just wipe that finger grease off your strings when you're done playing every single time. By
Perfect.
keeping by keeping your strings dry when you're not playing them, that is a big thing. And you know, some people say, "Oh, I always keep my guitar in the case so that the strings don't go bad." And you know what I found is that I don't think that matters nearly as much as literally as just whether you wipe your strings off.
Right.
Because like if you leave your guitar out, you're more likely to not wipe them off, right? Especially if you keep your cloth in your case. You're more
Yeah.
if you always put it in your case, you're more likely to wipe your strings off when you put it in the case. So if you do it double like that, then maybe it helps more. But I think the value of at least leaving one musical instrument out in plain sight where you can just grab it is just too valuable to
Hmm.
discount. Even if it costs you some extra strings every now and then. Just because think about procrastinating, out of sight, out of mind, right? We want to play. And so if we want to play, we need to be able to find our instrument and like, you know, have it close to us so we don't have to like, you know, oh yeah, I want to play guitar today. It's just like it's just right there, so we just grab it.
Yeah, true story.
So
Yeah,
keep your cloth with it.
mine's always on the stand behind me, so
All right,
yeah.
sliding bass slide. Show me that. So remember, I'm going to do a specific thing. Okay, we're going to start on our sixth string. We're going to slide down, and then we're going to end on that E5. So here's what you do: open and two. And that's all you need. Just two strings. So
Almost got it. Oops.
everybody, make sure at home you got your guitar. You're practicing along.
I'll keep hitting the wrong one.
So I'm using my middle finger to slide, and then I'm using my index finger to fret the chord.
Okay.
So I'm not using the same finger. Slide, fret.
Almost got it.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Thanks.
Good, good.
You heard that?
That was pretty good.
Thank
Okay, so
you.
so let's talk about this now. Let's talk about this now. So let's say I was playing, you know, you hear that?
That's
So
awesome.
so I'm playing. So
Yeah.
slide chord,
So
right?
cool.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to teach you how to do. So you're playing and then you stop and then slide, bang.
Sort of.
Also, you can practice the Johnny Be Good thing.
That's the fourth and fifth fret.
Yeah, so I'm going slide, pick, pick, slide, pick, 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 pick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oops. Yeah.
There you go. Copy monocopi, everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hi.
Uh,
Oh, somebody said high five. High
high
five.
five, Jennifer.
High five to you. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to butcher your name though. But high five.
Awesome.
Love it. Okay. That's so cool. So I can do it with the two fingers for now. Do you guys hear it?
Yeah, and you'll hit those extra strings sometimes. That'll happen. So just, when that happens, just if you mute it with your right hand or with another finger, just to stop it from being too annoying to you.
Yeah.
They happen.
I think I'm gonna be cleaning these strings after this. Look at this.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I know.
That's what we want. All right. Good job. All right. So you couldn't slide into a chord. See? So say, take your index finger. Here, I'm moving in the camera.
Mhm.
Right? There we go. So, so I'm
Wow.
taking and sliding my finger from on the fifth string from the second to the fifth fret, and then I'm just putting like an A minor, like to make a D minor bar chord there, and then with the just leaving the first string open, so I get like a D minor 9.
I did that part so far.
Yeah. You don't worry about the chord. I'm
Yeah.
just giving an example of what you could use this stuff for.
So cool.
Hear that? Listen for the slide. Yeah. Okay. So you can use a slide, another object to slide on the strings. Yes. I'm not so good at it, and this is not a slide. This is just the top for my water bottle. But I mean, you can use a lighter. You can use maybe a pen if it's smooth enough. Whatever object you have, or you could buy like a bottleneck slide. You could use literally a bottle, like
Mhm.
I've seen people do that. They take and they play their guitar with their beer bottle or whatever, their Pepsi bottle, whatever they're drinking. Um, you know, Glass basically. I wouldn't use plastic. Plastic's not going to work too good.
Yeah.
But glass works really good. Now, I didn't even think about that. Like when I made this lesson about sliding, like I was just going to show you left hand sliding technique. I wasn't thinking about slide guitar. Like that's like a whole genre, like monster. Um, that is like it's a whole like way more advanced than this lesson's meant to cover. But if you want to use a slide, basically anything that's solid, that's smooth, and that's hard is going to work fine as long as the size and the weight and the shape, all that it works for you. Like you can even just use like something that's like a little cylinder. Like this. This is like a little cylinder, right? So you can.
That's so cool.
I'm not really so good at it. I never really slide isn't one of those things I really ever got into. Okay, but sliding is something that I do all the time.
My keyboard actually has a guitar setting on there, and it's got the slide. It's got a little thing to make it slide. It's so cool.
All right. Now, next week we're going to be doing I just decided vibrato. So this
Yes.
is a very important lesson that we're going to be doing next week for vibrato. Um, Sliding is extra cool when you add vibrato at the end. It's extra cool then
So cool.
because it makes it sustain longer like a violin.
That's awesome. I love vibrato on saxophone, so that sounds really pretty on guitar.
Okay? But before you can really do the vibrato, you've got to get the slid note or the note to sustain longer than just a second anyway. Okay? So that's why when we're working on this, the real thing we're working on is keeping that pressure. The most important thing is trying to get the second note, the note that you arrive at, to be as close to as loud as the starting note as possible. It's not going to be as loud. Like, if you can get 99%, that's like perfect because it'll never be 100%. It's just impossible. I mean, I think it's impossible to be 100% as loud. But you can be so close that it's, like I said, 99% indistinguishable.
Yeah.
Right? Of course she's passing the lesson, she? Of course she's passing the lesson. Jennifer is an incredible volunteer for coming on in these lessons. I really appreciate having you on, Jennifer.
Thank
You know,
you.
I hope you learned something from these, and it's definitely helping the Alipra community, at least the beginner guitar portion of the Alipra community. And as we go on, these lessons are going to get more and more advanced. So you guys are going to grow with me, and some of you guys may still be like, okay, well I'm watching because I like you, but these lessons are too easy. Well, if you can keep tuning in, and they're going to keep getting more and more tricky, more and more complicated. We're more and more advanced because you're going to see me learning as I dissect a leap and gain knowledge from him. So just like okay, a leap to me, like as a musician, a leap is almost like the Roswell crash to me. Like, follow me. Like, right? Like the Roswell crash of this super advanced alien technology that crashed, and then like these like in comparison dumb ape like people find it. They're like, ooh, we could like do neat stuff with this, like make laser guns to blow up the planet. Ooh, great, right? Well, like Alip is just his technique and his musicianship is just so exceptional and so not otherworldly in a sense that I mean he's literally like an alien, like some people like jokingly theorize. I mean it more like his consciousness is in the spirit world while he's performing. He's not thinking about earthly things. He's just being the music and just experiencing life through that music and expressing his feelings in that moment, and it's just so real and so raw, and that's why we love him so much. But like before we could ever even approach that, I had a comment today. It was like, okay, well, yeah, you can show us how to do this little baby techniques, right? But how do we approach the musicianship of a leap? How do we become really as good as him, like him? And it's like, is it just practice? And it's like, well, okay, it's going to be practice and it's going to be study because they're different. You got to study and then you practice what you study, right? They're not the same thing, right? And so, but there's not only that, then there's taking what you studied it and putting it into practice. Like, right? Like making like your thing out of it, whether it's, you're making a set of covers and then you're getting ready to perform it, right? And then when you perform, then that's a whole new evolution. You know, evolve your set, evolve your performance techniques, evolve your stage presence, evolve your ability, your streaming, evolve your, get a nice looking tip jar if you're sitting in a bar, right? So that make it look fancy, so that way people want to throw money in it. You know, like all these little things you learn as you go,
Mhm.
right? You don't want to put a plastic cup out with $1 bill in it. Nobody's going to put money in it. You want to put out a fancy wine glass with a 20 in it. You,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and so in that sense, like playing the guitar is the same way. Like, it's an evolution, and so we learn as we do it, right? And so the more that we fill our ears with virtuosity, right, the more the virtuosity in us will become like unlocked slowly over time. It's not like I just started at this, guys. I've been doing music my whole life. I've been performing on stage with professional bands since I was 16 years old. My dad had to go with me because they wouldn't let me in the bars and stuff alone. My dad had to come and like be like, "Oh, yeah, yeah. If he gets in trouble, it's on me." Like, okay. And it's an evolution like that, you know. I didn't know anything when I was 16. I was just like, ooh, this guy's going to give me $30 to go play saxophone. I'm in, right? I
Heck
mean,
yeah.
wouldn't you do that when you were 16? I mean,
Yeah.
so that's sort of a long answer to the question, but you know, it's not just about practice, but it's about study, it's about practice, it's about putting it into practice, and then it's about perseverance. So it's all those P's. It's a whole bunch of P's.
True story.
So going back to the sliding. Try that. Again, everybody, grab your guitars. I get a finger break. Callus is consolidated a little bit. Copy, want to
Yeah.
copy?
Oops. Wait, Milo. It's coming.
Good job.
Thanks. That's a Johnny Be Good thing, right?
Yeah.
If I can do it with one finger now. Oh, I just did it with one finger.
Good job, Jen.
Thanks. Oh, not quite as. I mean, it's getting there. It's sort of. So cool. Sweet.
Okay, now this is a famous lick that is an old blues lick. I'm not gonna know who famous made this famous. I don't know. To be honest, I actually learned it listening to Poison.
Nice. That's
Oh,
awesome.
back in the hair metal days, man. You gotta love some good old Poison. There was
Heck
one
yeah.
song they did called "The Poor Boy Blues." I remember. I really liked this song, and at the end it had the so
Oh yeah. I know that one.
okay. So what you do, it's a major sixth. So what you do is you have your second and your third finger together like this. Okay?
Mhm.
You'll take your second finger and you'll slide up to whatever fret. You can do it anywhere in the neck. And then you'll do the same fret. And so you'll be the same fret on your second and third finger on the third and first string. So you're skipping the second string. And then you just go down a fret. And then you just go down another fret. Another fret. And then the last time you'll approach from below by a fret. And then go to your major chord.
That is cool. That looks hard, but that's cool.
And it
I
has
like
two
that.
slides in, both of them going up.
Mhm.
You could at least try that. So with the second finger, slide up on the third string, and then at the same fret, hit the first string. Yeah, I was saying Ashi. I don't know. I don't know. It's old. It's it's old blues technique. It's awesome. It's been in lots of recordings. I'm not sure exactly. Uh, I'm sorry. I know more about the actual, playing than I do about, the, Wikipedia stuff.
I don't remember either, so.
I'm proud to be coming in HD now. Finally, I figured out how to set up my Zoom in HD.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
HD.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it should have been the whole time. See, I was just an idiot because I didn't click on the HD thing. That's all.
I
Literally,
mean,
all I had to do was click on a box that said HD.
I don't think I would know that. I don't know. Ooh, I just accidentally.
Oh,
Sorry.
see, we're not all that techie guys, man. We're really not.
I
It's
was
been a
trying to
long
find.
process to get us in front of you guys. It really has. Jennifer, you used to be so shy that like you didn't even want to be on YouTube at all, and now you're just a regular old fish just swimming up and down the streams. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, but what did I just do? I just hear something.
You don't hear me anymore?
No, I hear you. Hold on.
I'm not
Oh,
sure. I don't
one
know.
of my videos started playing randomly. That was weird. I
All
don't know
right.
why. I must have hit a wrong thing. But now I'm in HD. I just found it.
See? HD's cool. Yeah, it'll look better. I'll be able to resize this better, and for thumbnails, I'll be able to cut us out better. All these things are
Mhm.
good.
I was looking for it and I accidentally hit another video. I guess. I don't know.
My wife is giving me Photoshop lessons because I'm not. I'm an audio guy. I'm an audio guy. So
Yeah.
getting me to do video is just like I'm into it now, and I'm getting a flow with it. But like it's been a hard road because I'm an audio guy. My whole life has been audio. I never did visual nothing. Never.
And
So
she is really good at that, by
well,
the
yeah,
way.
she
Yeah.
my wife is many talented. She's
She's
a graphic
awesome.
designer and she's a massage therapist.
Mhm.
Mainly, she's a massage therapist in trade, but she learned graphic design, and I would just love to have her working for me, but I can't afford to pay her. She needs to massage people, so I can continue my YouTube addiction here and keep you guys going. Um,
She did my business cards a bunch of
Yeah,
times.
she's great. So
Yeah.
so she's teaching me how to cut things out of Photoshop. That's my big lesson
Yeah.
now. Learning how to cut people out so I can make decent looking thumbnails.
Sweet, sweet.
So going back to sliding, let's try that sliding down into the E chord. Remember? Boom, pow.
Yeah. Like
Going
that.
down. We're sliding down in pitch.
Oh,
Going
oops.
down
Sorry.
towards the yeah.
There we go.
Just go ahead and hit the chord even if you don't make it all the way down.
I did it.
But hit the chord at the bottom on the
Oh.
E5 even if you don't make it down.
So the chord is the
Second fret on the fifth string.
Okay.
And just hit two strings, sixth and fifth.
Okay.
It's like a little baby E minor chord.
Yeah.
In fact, you can just make an E minor, which is really what you want to do anyway.
There we go. Sort of. Ooh, you know what that sounds like? I love that song. That's what
What? I don't know. I was just playing something.
I don't know. It sounded like I was born and raised. You know that one song from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I want to learn that.
So, sliding. Watch. See how I hit first and then I move. So I'll hit it first and then I'll move. And that's what gives it that smooth sound. In fact, one of my songs. Shameless plug, guys. It's time. It's time for a shameless plug. Here we go. So, right? You know the theme song
Sweet.
from The Sound, right?
Yes, that's a,
It slides. So
so
I
cool.
start. I start with my chord, and then I slide, and then I pick it again, and then I'll hit the sixth string alone. So
So cool.
almost every note is slid. Okay, and that's actually the riff from "Conscious Revolution," which is one of the songs from my rock opera. You guys are welcome to
Cool.
check that out at mellified.bandcamp.com. So, taking a chord and sliding it, I've got my power chord, which we haven't learned power chords yet, Jennifer, but I'm
No.
just showing this for everybody. Got my power chord here, and then you can just strike it and then just move it. It's easier to move it up. It doesn't take quite as much pressure to move your power chord up. You can move it down, but you really have to really almost pull your neck back to get enough pressure. You see what I'm saying? You have to almost yank backwards in order to get enough pressure to move multiple fingers down like that. But to go up is a lot easier because the pressure is natural. You're naturally going into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to slide a chord, the easiest thing to do would be first to do octaves. Okay. You know what? You know how to do octaves? I'll show you. So you take octaves are anywhere on the bottom four strings, the sixth, fifth, and fourth and third string. The octaves are a string and 2 frets apart. So if you skip over a string and add 2 frets, you have an octave.
Uh-oh.
We can do a whole lesson on octaves because pretty much 99% of punk guitar solos are octave slides. We can do a whole lesson on that. But octave. So if you take this octave and you move it, you're sliding it. See?
That's cool. Nice.
See?
Nice.
Now, let's try another slide technique. This will be the last one for the day. This one is just for making fun sounds, but this is the last one because this is going to really toughen up our calluses. So any part of any of our fingers right now that we don't feel is efficiently ripped up enough for the day, and we want to rip it up a little more to get it toughened up more, this is going to be the exercise for that. This is the icing on the cake, and if it hurts, stop. Don't do it, okay? We don't literally want to rip our outer layers of skin off. If they peel later, that's fine, that's normal, but we don't actually want it actively flaking off while we're doing this. So don't go too far. Just get a nice groove in the tip of every finger. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take and slide up and down and try to keep the string vibrating without picking it again. Watch.
Wow.
Do that on every finger.
Yeah, that does hurt actually.
Pinky.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one.
But you see what I'm doing?
Yeah, that hurts. It does hurt. Ow. Yeah.
Now the point isn't to make pain. The point is if you can go back and forth, then you have enough pressure. Then you're squeezing hard enough. If you can't go back and forth, then you need to squeeze harder. Excuse me. You see what I'm saying? You need that last note to still vibrate. Huh? You hear that? Wow, wow, wow. That was all one pick.
Cool.
That was all one pick. All of these little tricks that I'm showing you, they're necessary to make the illusion that all of your fingers are moving faster than they are. When really what you're doing is you're dividing the movements up between your hands. Rather than having both hands do both movements, when you're sliding, you're having only the left hand move while your right hand isn't moving.
Right.
Right? And so it allows for a whole range of sounds that you can't do without sliding. It's extremely basic. And like I said, it can be blossomed into its own genre of guitar playing. Slide guitar is an entire bubble in and of itself. And that's not something that I've ever been good at. Anytime I needed to play Freebird, I always just played it on the saxophone rather than doing it on slide guitar.
Saxophone would be awesome on that song.
Yeah, I didn't need to do the slide.
Yeah.
Saxophone worked for that just fine. Any final questions for me, Jen, before we wrap up our lesson stream for the day?
This was awesome. I'm gonna practice that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a little rough on the fingers, but I'll tell you what, it is a fast track to getting your calluses going and getting them back if they've been lost or
Hmm.
weakened. So
True story.
yeah, and this is a lot of fun. We're gonna do this next Friday. Tune in again for Elite Bata Guitar Tricks number 7. We're gonna be learning Introduction to Vibrato.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I'm so excited. Well, I'm excited
Hmm.
about all of them, but I love vibrato.
Before we can do string bending, we need to have vibrato because
Yes.
vibrato is a little bit easier than straight out string bending.
True story.
Right.
Thanks, you
So
guys.
everyone head over to Jennifer's music page. You can
Mhm.
subscribe for some good music on saxophone, flute. She's got a quartet she just put out. 4 parts, all Jennifer playing Bohemian Rhapsody by
Thank
Queen.
you.
All of you great Leapers out there, you love the song already from the Great Leap version. And Jennifer actually reacted to that. There's a video on both of our pages for that. And whenever we do reactions together, whenever I have any special guests on, I just feel like this is necessary to be said. Whenever I have any special guest on the sound, they're invited to upload a copy of the clips to their channel. They're even also invited to upload a screen recording of the entire stream to their channel if they want to. So please, guys, just remember we have a sharing agreement. Sharing is caring. And Matthew's Music Lesson Studio is all about sharing and caring. Okay? So remember that whenever you watch one of our videos, if you happen to notice it's on multiple channels, that's because we intended it that way. And please be nice, because
Thank you,
we're
Matthew.
nice. Absolutely. Definitely. Final update on the juice fast, guys. This is day 14. I have literally not had solid food in almost 2 full weeks. It's crazy. Um, I'm making it. I'm extremely hungry. I could eat the
Aw.
house today. Um, yeah, Yesterday was the worst because I was frustrated with the whole audio driver thing. So man, oh man, I was hungry yesterday. But
Yeah.
anyway, the juice fast thing is about to come into conclusion, and then I got 4 days of eating raw while still drinking juice. Until I can go back to like having like some regular like solid food and stuff. And I'll tell you
Yay.
what, no, I seriously I have lost a lot of sewage, and I don't think I lost much like body fat, but that was not my goal. I've actually been like over consuming juice just to make sure I didn't cheat and eat. So, but I feel skinny if nothing else because man, I like feel clean.
That's awesome.
It's good to feel clean. So that was just a final update, everybody, on the juice cleanse. At least the juice part. Um, like I said, I've been cheating myself, having coffee every single day. Kopi Monokopi out there to all my leapers. You guys are
Heck
awesome.
yeah.
Thank you for supporting the channel. Please, if you're not already a member of the channel, please subscribe. Please like this video so lots of people can see the restream of it. Share it out. And all your guitar player friends, let them know we're just starting at the beginning, getting the basics down, and we're going to get more and more advanced as we go. I really appreciate you guys. And if you appreciate me and you're finding some value in this, go over to Patreon. Patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. You can sign up there. Then that way you can request stuff. You can request covers. You can request reactions. You can request music lessons, whatever you're into. And as you work up the tiers in Patreon, you can get extra benefits that I've added that other creators don't necessarily add. So make sure you check that out. Patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. And you can get music lessons with me just like this online privately. MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. Remember, you get to record those lessons on your device. I enable you to record. You keep the files yourself. If you ever lose them, you can just re-download them. It's your file. It's your property then after that, your lesson. And you can buy lessons a la carte. So like you don't have to like commit to a whole mess of lessons or anything. You can just buy a lesson, try it, and then study that lesson until you feel like you're ready to buy another lesson. You can book it online, book it yourself. You don't even have to talk to me. Just go to MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com and click on the schedule link. That's right. I'm getting better at doing these live ads. And I really appreciate you guys all being here with me. And I'll see you guys next Friday for Mastering Music with Matthew, we're going to do Vibrato. One last update, live streams. Next week, I've got 3 streams scheduled. I've got a Monday at 1:30 Pacific, that's Los Angeles time. I've got a Tuesday scheduled at 10 a.m. Los Angeles time. Pacific Standard Time. And then I have also on Thursday, I'm going to do a live stream at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All these are the sound live music and reaction and review show where I have special guests and we all come on and share our favorite music. And we also share music that's requested by you guys on the community posts. I have one community post for each of those 3-day weekly streams. Go on there, comment what you want, and I will give it to you. Right? The most majority rules. The quicker way to do it is to comment on this video and say what you want. But much more people do that, and so it's not as noticeable. You will need, like many backers in order to get
Yeah.
your request through just the regular comments section. And anyway, we're about to hit an hour, so I'll see you guys next time on Mastering
Bye.
Music with Matthew.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. You're awesome.
Thank you. Sorry.
Subscribe to Jennifer's music page, everyone.